Well, Laker fans, this is not the video I expected on making. I was expecting to be in production for my Mark Williams film breakdown video here. And thank God, I guess I didn't do it because Mark Williams, the Mark Williams / Dalton Knecht trade, it was Mark Williams for Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, and 2 future first-round picks, one of them being a pick swap, the other one being an unprotected 2031 first-round pick. Well, that trade has been since rescinded. This was initially reported on by Jovan Buha of The Athletic, and then Shams Charania of ESPN would go on to explain a little more details of the deal. First off, Jovan says, like I said, the Mark Williams trade to the Lakers have been called off. Los Angeles says its trade with the Charlotte Hornets has been rescinded due to failure to satisfy a condition of the trade. And then, like I said, Shams Charania of ESPN, Shams Charania of The Athletic, admittedly, does kind of roll off the tongue a little bit better. But Shams Charania of ESPN would then go on to report, he would add this. Mark Williams' physical with the Lakers showed multiple issues, and the team failed him on the exam, sources tell ESPN. The physical, however, was not failed due to his back, which is, I mean, really, really concerning stuff. And first things first, I do want to say that I hope that Mark Williams is able to, get right medically. I think Mark Williams is, has a lot of potential. One of the, bright stars of the league, at the center position specifically. And it's just frustrating, man. He's a guy that's played, I think he's played in less than half of his available NBA games to this point. And this changes a lot. This changes a lot, in my opinion, for the outlook on the Lakers season so far this year. I think Jackson Hayes, I think Jackson Hayes has played really, really well recently. I do. And for all the people that say, "Oh, Sean, you're too negative," I do think that this has put a significant dent in your title chances this season. Now, look, LeBron James, Luka Doncic are both top 10 players on the planet. Both of them arguably, I don't even think arguably is the word. They're both probably the 2 of the 5 best playoff players on the planet. Like, I'm not naming 5 more people I'd rather have in a playoff series than those 2 guys. Like top 5 playoff players, Jokic is going to be in there somewhere. Then Luka's probably 2. I'm not going to lie. So you guys get the point, right? You have 2 of the elite playoff players, right? 2 elite postseason players, but neither one of them plays center. And I think, as much of a chance as LeBron and Luka are going to give you, you're going to run into that series where your lack of a big is just going to hurt you. Because there are absolutely counters that you can have, but not having that legit, because, okay, counter number 1 is we could just go 5 out. We could play small ball or whatever. But now you're kind of taking away a critical part of Luka's game, in my opinion. Like, your 5 is Rui Hachimura or Dorian Finney-Smith in a small ball scenario, then you're taking away like any vertical presence that Luka has on the floor, because Luka Doncic is legitimately like probably the best lob passer in the league right now, one of the 3 to 5 best lob passers of all time. And you're taking a big chunk of what makes Luka such a unfair player in the half court away from him. And there's just going to be some issues this team's going to have to navigate through now. It sucks. It's going to be, I think it's, glass half full. You get Dalton Knecht back. You get your assets back. So now you're going to the table this summer. And let me pull up Spot Track here. I'm trying to provide some glass half full stuff here for the Lakers from a Lakers perspective. Glass half full. You get to see what this group looks like. And then we get to the summer. Now, keep in mind, once again, they did not trade their 2020, or now they did, and they still have, or they regained at least, their 2031 first round pick and their 2030 first round pick swap. They have a lot of expiring contracts or going into like this summer. Christian would be off your books. Jackson Hayes, you'll be able to extend them or re-sign them. All these other guys like Markieff, Cam Reddish, those guys, et cetera, right? But Gabe Vincent will be in the final year of his deal. Dorian Finney-Smith will be an expiring contract, assuming he either accepts the player option or you probably would have just extended Dorian Finney-Smith. But Rui Hachimura, expiring contract. Austin Reeves, if you wanted to go that route, expiring contract. So you have, in terms of expiring contracts, I would very much imagine Austin Reeves plans on opting out at the rate that he's playing at. Had a phenomenal game, 45-point masterpiece tonight. I would imagine Austin Reeves has every intention to, decline this player option. So you would have 18, 32-ish actually, once you could like round up these numbers, 32, 43, 54.5-ish million worth of expiring salary on your books next season or this summer that you can now combine with your 2030 pick swap, your 2031 first round pick. I believe then like 2032 will become available to you as well. So like the Lakers at the very least now have some stuff to play with in the summer, and maybe you can go get, that's when you go get your big and you kind of retool your roster and do some things along that line. But it's a bummer for this season. I think like if you run into, I think one of the things about the OKC matchup previously was they probably don't have enough size to really hang with you. I'm really worried about an OKC series now because I think, well, OKC probably have some troubles guarding Luka and Bron. Yeah. But you're going to, I don't feel confident with anybody guarding Shea. I think the one thing you had on them was size. And now you don't really have that anymore. You don't have the size. And then you don't have a Chet defender either at this point. If you match up with Denver, I think we all know how Denver series would go. It's as good as Jackson Hayes has been playing. I have real concerns about kind of the state of the team based on some potential playoff matchups. Now, right now, you're the 4th seed in the West. Luckily for you, your first round matchup is Houston. And I think this team is good enough to like win a playoff series or maybe even 2 playoff series. But we're talking championship, like NBA Finals. You play with the Cleveland Cavaliers and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, like that, the size that I think was once an advantage from a big standpoint is now probably a disadvantage. You don't have a lot of great defenders either. Even though they're playing admittedly really good basketball right now. So we'll keep it glass half full. You now have some assets to play with this summer. This is one of the more bizarre cases in NBA history, kind of back-to-back trade examples where the Lakers have bizarre trade, scenarios where you get Luka Doncic out of thin air, and then now Mark Williams, a big acquisition for you that they were really excited about. Well, Mark Williams is now unavailable to you. He's now back in Charlotte. Am I tripping, or did the Hornets play tonight? No, the Hornets did not play. All right. Anyway, guys, a wild case in NBA history. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comment section below. Obviously, you can look at the buyout market. Daniel Theis is probably the best available option on the market right now. So, Daniel Theis hoops in 2025 is kind of nasty. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notification bells as well. And follow me on X/Twitter at Sean_DAVI. Love you guys. As always, go Lake Show. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.